You ever look death straight in the eye and he flinched? You ever come into a sock and put it in the freezer in hopes that maybe if you froze it you could drop it on the ground and it would just shatter? You ever watch the Lizzie McGuire movie and just think the whole thing is just rainbows and sunshine? What dreams are made of? Well, I'm here to tell you, the Lizzie McGuire movie ain't all pretty stuff all the time. There's something dark looming within, and we're gonna explore that today. Oh, we're gonna explore that. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to, it's Bionicpig. Welcome to Bionicpig. So, this video was extremely unexpected. This is not something that I ever planned on doing. I actually have a huge list of movies and games that I'm planning on reviewing in the future, but this one never made the list, and it's just because I didn't really watch it when I was a kid much. I have watched it, but it's just not, you know, deep in my memory. And number two, it was kind of like an okay movie. Like, there wasn't anything interesting to talk about, or so I thought. My wife actually brought this idea to me because she watched the movie recently, and there's this small detail that completely changes the Lizzie McGuire movie into a dark, just creepy movie. And I don't know, maybe I'm stupid and everyone already knew about this and this isn't crazy news. But I'm telling you right now, if you did not know this little detail in this movie, it'll change your perspective on life. Seriously, it's pretty weird. But before I spill this dark secret, I have an extremely important question to ask you. Do your balls stink? Seriously, do your balls stink? Because I have a great deal for you. Today's sponsor is Manscaped. I got you, you son of a bitch. Manscaped, the only men's brand dedicated to the balls, the sack, the jewels. Now, if you're like me and you know how important it is to keep your balls in tip-top shape, I got some really cool stuff for you. Well, you see, they shave balls, and I am privileged to be one of the first people to get the brand new, that's right, brand new Lawnmower 3.0. Yes, that actually is the real name of this. Honestly, it's an extremely cool trimmer. It's water resistant, and it has this thing called advanced skin safe technology. And I don't know if you are someone who shaves your balls, but nicking your balls with a shaver ain't that fun. And not to mention the built-in LED light, which, I mean, that's just nice to have. Let's be real. It's really cool. And not only should you keep your balls nice and trimmed, you got to keep them fresh and flavorful. That's right. Crop preserver, ladies and gentlemen. Ball deodorant. Got to keep them fresh, baby. And not only ball deodorant, they got freaking crop Reviver ball toner spray. If you want to keep fresh, this is the shit for you. And for a limited time, you get 2 free gifts within the box. Bang. Yes, I've tried them. They are used, and they are really freaking comfortable. That's right. Free pair of boxers and a free, honestly, extremely nice tote bag. Like, I'm genuine. This is way nicer than I would have expected it to be. So what are you doing? Attempting to keep your balls nice and shaved with your crappy razor or crappy shaver, nicking your balls up, scratching them up? Get Manscaped. Do it now. Go to manscaped.com. Use code Bionic20. That's Bionic20. Get 20% off your first order and free shipping. Do it now. Do your balls a favor. Because I know when they smell. Daddy always knows when your balls smell. You need to fix that. So the movie starts out with Lizzie's brother spying on her with a video camera and a truck. Yes, he has definitely seen his sister naked, and he definitely has a recording of it, and it's definitely saved. Let me tell you, the best way to start out this movie is a little bit of incest.
Say goodbye to your little toy.
Bruh.
I mean, yesterday you were in diapers, and now you're graduating junior high, you're growing up.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The smallest detail that probably no one thought about when they were younger. She's graduating junior high. She is 13 years old. 13 years old. I want you to remember that. It's about to get weird.
I can't believe you're going to Rome for 2 weeks all by yourself.
So then we find out what the whole plot of the movie is. I don't know if this is legal or not for like 20, 13-year-old kids to go all the way to Rome with only one chaperone watching them. But I mean, I guess that's normal. I've never heard of that. So just to show how bad the teacher or principal actually is, parents are literally telling the principal of health problems of their 13-year-old child. And you want to know what she tells those parents?
Attention parents, shut your pie holes.
The dude's literally telling her that his son has asthma and he needs his inhaler, and she tells him to shut up. Why? Okay. All right. Sure.
Welcome to the Hotel Cambini. Now, lest you think that there are many of you and less of me, and it will therefore be easy to pull anything over on me, think again.
So within minutes of them getting to the hotel, her and Gordo just instantly just sneak out. It hasn't even been 10 minutes that they've been there, and they already snuck out. So we already know these 13-year-olds are going to get in a mess of trouble. And then Lizzie talks about how she wants an adventure, something crazy to happen.
Promise me that when we're here, we'll find adventures.
The Trevi Fountain was designed by Gian Lorenzo Bernini and Pietro da Cortona. People have come from all over the world to make a wish and toss their coin in the Trevi Fountain.
So Lizzie makes a wish in the fountain, and that's when everything goes downhill, because she meets Palo. Now, Palo's supposed to be this, like, mysterious man. You know, he's, like, Italian. He's all, like, ooh, suave. And he's 17 years old.
I'm sorry. It's just, you look an awful lot like a friend of mine.
So then Lizzie finds out that she looks identical to a pop star named Isabella. And Palo is her second sidekick, boyfriend, cousin. I don't really know. They're just like a duo or something.
Lizzie, can I see you again? Maybe tomorrow. Please?
Yes, Lizzie, 13-year-old girl. I know you just met me. Can I see you tomorrow? Can we meet up tomorrow alone? You see where the dark undertones are coming in?
No,
It's okay. I can cover for it.
And Gordo literally says he will cover for her. Gordo is okay with 13-year-old Lizzie to just go off with some 17-year-old boy. It's a guy in Rome. He might not even be 17. What if he's just lying to her? Do people not know at this time that girls get kidnapped all the time when they go on vacations like this? Or were they just not aware?
We will see each other.
Oh, this is so romantic. I love watching a dude kiss a 13-year-old's hand. Like, why are they portraying this as romantic? This is creepy. So Gordo, being the complete idiot that he is just pushing Lizzie to go meet him by herself.
So, Paolo wants me to meet him at the Trevi Fountain tomorrow.
So go. Lizzie, weren't you the one that said that we were gonna have adventures on this trip?
Okay. Just as long as we don't do anything that would get us tossed on a plane home by Miss Ungermeyer.
And that's the last time she ever saw Lizzie. So then Lizzie does this thing where she plays off that she's sick so she doesn't have to go anywhere with Mrs. Ungermeyer.
Lizzie, are you feeling okay?
And then we get introduced to literally the dumbest doctor ever. He's stupid.
She doesn't have a fever, and yet she's in bed. She's ill.
Explain to me what doctor sees that she has no fever, sees that she has nothing wrong with her, does a weird eye thing that just makes no sense at all, and then says, oh, she's sick. Then Lizzie, as a 13-year-old girl, just straight yeets out of the window and just goes and finds Paolo out by herself in the middle of Rome. See, the thing is this shouldn't be a romance, happy-go-lucky film. It should be portrayed like Home Alone did. You know, when Macaulay Culkin was walking around the city and seeing how scary and terrifying it was? That's what it should be right now. She shouldn't just be happy-go-lucky. And then while Paolo was talking to her, he all of a sudden went, wait, I have to show you something. And then he gets on a motorcycle. And Lizzie gets on the motorcycle. And then he just drives away. What sort of creepy ass shit is this? And then it gets even creepier when you start to realize what he's actually doing. So then we find out Paolo was actually in love with Isabella and they were a couple. So if we think about this, Lizzie is the identical version of Isabella, but she doesn't think anything of it. How he's just quote unquote rebounding on someone who literally looks identical to his ex-girlfriend. I mean, like, what the fuck? What is this movie?
So when I saw you yesterday and I saw how all those people thought you were Isabella, I got my crazy idea that maybe you could pretend to be Isabella for one night and present the award with me on stage.
So he just finds a random 13-year-old girl who looks like Isabella and just drops a fat load on her. It's like, hey, can you go out in front of 100,000 people and lip sync for me?
If this is gonna help you and Isabella, then I'll do it.
And she just accepts. What? And then at this point in the movie, you start to realize Paolo is literally grooming her. Paolo is manipulating a 13-year-old girl, grooming her in order to make her look like a freaking idiot on stage. He is actually the worst fucking human ever.
He is so amazing. And he's 17.
Oh, why was this movie ever okay? So Lizzie's brother ends up finding the picture of Lizzie where they portrayed her as Isabella. And his idea is to post all of his, yes, catalog, VHS tapes of him spying on his sister. That whole entire sentence I just said just is wrong in so many ways. But anyway, he's going to take all these quote-unquote embarrassing videos and post them all over the internet so he can make a lot of money. So Paolo takes her around Rome, and then she has to do a photo shoot as Isabella. Everyone just believes that she's Isabella, which doesn't make sense because I don't know if anyone knows this, but Isabella has an Italian accent. Lizzie doesn't. How are they fooled? It doesn't make sense that they're this easily tricked. And on top of all that, instead of saying that, oh, I bleached my hair, she says it was from sun.
Your hair is so blonde and innocent. Who did it?
The island that we were on was really, really sunny, so it was just the sun.
Now, I'm a little bit familiar with going from brown to blonde, and let me tell you, baby, sun is not the only thing that's going to do it. And then Gordo gets fed up. Finally, Gordo! Speak up for yourself. Be a man.
It says that Paolo and Isabella are supposed to be singing at the music awards. Don't you think it's kind of weird that he tried to hide this from you? If you want to believe some Italian kid that you think you know after 2 days, be my guest.
Gordo.
He did everything to let Lizzie have her fun time out with the fancy, famous boy who's actually grooming and manipulating her. And the whole time, Lizzie keeps him in the friend zone. Can we just get a moment of silence for our boy, Gordo? Such a beautiful man you are. So Lizzie's brother wants to go sell those secret tapes all over Rome. So he convinces his parents to go to Rome because he goes, I miss my sister.
I can't believe I let you talk me into letting her go on that trip.
I'll go get the passports.
Yeah, they're going to Rome now.
Are we supposed to sing?
Scusa?
Don't speak to me in Italian. It's too adorable.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. You're 13. You're 13. God. And every time they go out, it just gets creepier because he just takes her to these random places, so secluded, so by themselves. It just isn't right. It's wrong in countless ways. So they go to the firework scene, and then Paolo is extremely creepy, and it just stares her down. Does she not realize that she looks like Isabella?
This is so beautiful.
Yes, you are.
I have so many issues. Why did they romanticize this? Why? It's so freaking weird. Like, honestly, if they went the creepy route, I would have been okay. Like, not even joking. If they just portrayed him as a creep, cool. That's fine with me. But the whole time, they're like romanticizing them, even though it's a 17-year-old dude manipulating a 13-year-old girl who looks like his ex-girlfriend. There's problems. So then Gordo, with a last-ditch effort, because he sees that Lizzie is not in her room yet, but Mrs. Ungermeyer is back. So he does the worst thing he could have done. He tells Miss Ungermeyer that it was actually him sneaking out the whole time and not Lizzie. Once again, this scene does not make any goddamn sense. Because number one, Mrs. Ungermeyer was so adamant about going upstairs, regardless of what happens. She just wanted to make sure that Lizzie was okay upstairs. So why exactly is it that when Gordo admits that it's him sneaking out, did she not go upstairs? Why didn't she just double check? Not only that, why didn't she just check on Lizzie? What if she just wasn't okay? She's sick. Why not check on her? And then another thing that makes absolutely no sense, Mrs. Ungermeyer is literally just the worst chaperone in the fucking world because she sends Gordo, a 13-year-old kid, to the airport by himself.
You should look for your suitcase, Gordon. You're going home.
And if you just do a quick Google search, airlines generally consider children between the ages of 5 and 14 who travel without parental guidance to be unacceptable minors. The rules literally say they would not accept them in the airline. So Mrs. Ungermeyer, the one chaperone, literally sent a 13-year-old boy to figure out his way to the airline by himself and figure out how to get through all of it, and he's literally about to board the plane. So while Gordo goes to the airport, Lizzie's obviously out with Paolo again, and they're doing their practice session.
You must dance and sing.
One practice session. That's right. She hasn't even heard the songs that much. How do you memorize an entire song in a day? Not even an entire song, but probably entire multiple songs. I assume she'd have to sing more than one. So just a little bit of spoiler alert. I don't really think it matters at this point. But Paolo obviously is a bad dude. He's manipulating, grooming her, and he is actually the one who physically cannot sing. He's the one who is always lip syncing. But in order for him to get back at Isabella for, her probably calling him out of being a bad singer, he found Lizzie, someone who looks exactly like Isabella, and he wants her to go on stage and sing like shit.
But it helps to sing.
Really, really sing.
Sing. It looks more real when you're lip syncing.
Oh yeah, and she apparently has to learn an entire dance scene in a day. But at least there's a goddamn montage in this movie, or she would have no clue what the fuck to do. There's been so many montages in this movie. I haven't pointed it out because honestly, there's too many. I don't really care. But anyway, there's a montage. Now she's a fucking god at dancing and choreography, damn it. I'm so cool doing a montage! But then Lizzie goes back to the hotel and finds out, Gordo, why would he do that?
I'm gonna go grab Gordo so I can tell you guys together, okay?
You won't find him. He totally covered for you and got himself kicked off the trip.
Why would they send him to the airport alone as a 13-year-old boy? And also, how the hell has Mrs. Ungermeyer not checked on her yet? She's been gone all night. What the hell? But Gordo ends up not getting on the plane because he happens to run into Isabella, the person that Lizzie looks like. And she's obviously pissed off because she's like, who the hell is this Lizzie girl? I fuck Paolo. Paolo sucks. Paolo es stupid. Hey! So anyway, Lizzie sucks it up that Gordo left and ends up going to the show. And she literally pulls the pillow in the blanket thing with Mrs. Ungermeyer. How awful of a chaperone principal do you have to be to do this? Oh yeah, by the way, her parents are there now and they witness her not being there. I don't understand how they don't flip the F out on Mrs. Ungermeyer. If I was Lizzie's parents, oh boy, would I lose my shit.
I don't think I can do it.
Lizzie, you must.
And Paolo's way of convincing her to do this and giving her self-confidence is giving her a kiss on the cheek. This is making me very uncomfortable. But Gordo shows up to save the day. Goddamn, Gordo, you're the best. And he basically runs down the whole situation with Lizzie, and then Isabella's there, and then Lizzie finds out, oh, Paolo, I only met you a couple days ago, but I love you.
If we want to get back at him in front of the whole world on live TV, we must make him sing. Do what you rehearsed, okay? Everything will be fine. I promise. I have a plan. What plan? I don't know.
So Lizzie and Paolo go out there, and then the show commences.
Sandro, turn down Isabella's mic.
What's that?
Turn down the mic.
So Isabella turns down Lizzie's mic and then sings over Lizzie in order to make up for the lack of voice track. And for some weird reason, Gordo is running the sound system. Look, I get it, you know, it's a movie and all, but I'm pretty sure an international pop show would not trust a 13-year-old kid to run the soundboard. I don't understand this part. But anyway, during this, they start cutting out Paulo's mic and making him look like an idiot because Paulo can't sing. It's stupid, they can't sing. When I see you smiling, I go,
oh, oh.
Sing to me, Paulo.
This is what dreams are made of.
And then they beat Paulo, and Isabella and mostly Gordo saves the day. Thank God, Gordo, you're the best.
Say buenas tardes to my new American friend, Lizzie McGuire. Do you want to hear her sing?
And then for some reason, Isabella just trusts Lizzie to sing, and then she starts singing, and then Isabella just leaves. She leaves and then just lets Lizzie finish the song. I don't know, man. I don't know. I calls it as I sees it. But anyway, they both sing together, and it just sounds amazing. Wait a second. That's not the right video. I don't remember this part. Ah! Oh, turn it off! What is this? What is it? Ah! But anyway, 13-year-old Lizzie McGuire just sings perfectly spot on a song that she learned yesterday and blows everybody away. And then they live happily ever after. And Paulo goes to jail. That's just what I'm gonna think in my head, because that's the only possible way it makes sense. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the weirdest movie ever. Now, once again, I don't know if a lot of you knew about this portion of the movie or not. That one minute detail of the fact that they're all 13-year-olds really just kind of just flips it on its head and makes it kind of weird. And once again, the question is, was this movie actually good? No. It's creepy and weird. It's creepy and weird. But once again, thank you so much for watching this video. I truly appreciate it. But before you guys go, two things. Number one, check out Alien Bacon. It's a channel I have with Elvis the Alien. I don't know if you guys know him. He makes videos similar to mine, movie review kind of things. And we have a channel together that we just do dumb stuff every other day. And also, please check out my Twitch. I do Twitch streams a decent amount now. You know, I play games. I'm a gamer. Talking about being gamers. Your balls, do they stink? Manscaped. Manscaped. Code Bionic20. Get your trimmer, your lawnmower. That's the name of it, the lawnmower. I love that name. That's actually a really good name. But thank you all once again for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.